Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry. Hello there. Hi,
Hi.
Chris.
No, he got on before you this time.
He did. That scruffy faced man over there is on mute.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Sorry, I fully forgot and just logged on, like running around, like, oh shit, right.
Yeah.
Hey, I literally just got parked.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
How dare you do the same thing that I did?
Same.
The nerve.
I was just texting you. I don't know where he is. What's his fucking excuse?
Haley, Ian died 50 years ago.
Oh
You need to
no.
move on.
Man, my memory problems are getting to the point where I'm actually worried. So apparently, the last 3 times I've gone to visit my dad and stepmom, I forgot that one of their dogs died. And I've asked them where that dog is. The last 3 times I've been there. Whoops.
We've all been there.
Was that's Ian?
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Are we ready?
It's situated, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we just hopping straight into Darian's thing?
Kind of. Current time, it is evening, day 53 of 1379. Last game, you guys started making plans and meeting your sidekicks. Even making some of your sidekicks yourselves. We're all on the paperclip slabs. Last we left off, I believe we said Pale's people were staying in the Blue Lily Tavern because he doesn't trust them not to cause problems, which is valid. But where did you guys say the other 4 sidekicks were?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to put people places.
I mean, Bastion would have stuck with them, and if they weren't immediately getting dispatched, they'd probably have just gone back to the ship.
You mean after the meeting in the tavern?
Yeah.
Whatever the closest inn was, or if they're going back to the ship, we can all go to the ship. So they stay together.
Okay. So you're here in this last night together, the 3 of you. In the labs, it's Dennis and Margaret went to bed a little while ago. You don't know where August is. Garfield's probably also on the ship, to be honest. And then Ash is in a small conference room that he's taken over to use as his office and is buried in maps and papers and books in there. But it is your last evening before the forces of fate take you to the corners of the earth, and you have to pretend that the others don't exist for a while. What do you guys do?
Summon Abel Larfield for another party in the cave.
I'm just like casting, like, just for a bunch of cake and food and things.
Okay. Any special last-minute plans, Bastion?
Bastion?
Hello? Okay, cool.
Hey.
Probably just getting all the newly born Forgeborn, situated.
Okay.
Taking care of them all, and being like, hey, by the way, I'm going to be here for another month, and then I'm going to go recruit, a bunch more people.
Yeah.
And in the meet, yeah. Basically,
Setting up your government, your clan, the
yeah,
biggest family in the world.
yeah.
Okay. So having so praying to Albal Lorafil for a party, roll me a religion check. Or what do you say to entice Albal to the labs, assuming that's where you're having this little get together, if not on the ship?
Really, that was just a joke, but okay.
Okay. Well, listen. It was only going to be if you rolled an at 20, so it's, you know.
Well, let's see if I roll that.
Okay.
But really, just want cinnamon. Come on.
While Wade's here, God.
What?
Oh, God.
Saving Wade for marriage.
Okay.
He can watch if he wants to. I know. I'm still trying to get in. Okay, yeah, we're almost there. Almost
Okay.
there.
The first step is believing in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know it's a -1 for my religion. So if
That's
somebody
fine.
wants to roll for me while it's okay, I just pulled up my D&D and Beyond, but my roll 20 is taking forever, so I'll just roll it on here. Religion. Yeah, that's a dirty one.
Yeah, it's you don't hear any response. It's you assume the power of Vivian is too great, or perhaps like Leo needs him for something. You're not sure. But you don't get an answer from the party god.
I can't even say his name correctly.
Allball Lorofirl.
Yeah, it's
Ball is life, Lorifear.
Bob's like
too many L's.
Balls out.
Harambe?
Ball sack chlorophyll.
So, yeah, that's why he didn't fucking answer. Is the deal?
There's just
Yeah.
like a compilation of Carolina just continually butchering his name.
Continually fucking it up. Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, what if the other Vivian is like, no, it's this, and it's like this, and it's like, no, it's this.
Uh huh.
I think I've had too much to drink, and I'm trying to show off for my friends.
Yeah, and Allball's just in heaven, shaking his head, probably laughing, but he's not gonna come.
Oh yeah. At least it wasn't a natural one. But...
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
no one's coming tonight.
No.
Except
I mean,
Bastion.
Except.
Look, Pale. Let's just say, I think you'll get along swell with Warden.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's the scariest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know how TK-47 is very much flesh before steel, and Bastion's kind of like, steel before flesh.
Yeah.
And you know how Bastion's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I could just replace your body because steel is better.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted a good representation of all the flavors of that, so I think you'll get along great with Warden.
Golly.
Yep. Have fun.
Well,
say-
you have fun. You're gonna have a ton of fun with Boyd Slowswift. He's everything that you would be mildly annoyed by.
Well, I deal with Bastion deals with Pale on the regular, so
And Pale just pats on the arm and goes, "You are like a baby," doing an Underdark accent.
lore appropriate Russian accent.
Oh my god.
Das wird blah.
Okay. But while you're having your last little party, a late night meal, King Henry's still in bed, but Wade does come down here, and he's holding 3 stones of far speech. Or no, just 2, I guess. He says, hey, these are so you can talk to Henry while you're on missions.
Sweet. Yoink.
Sweet.
Why not
Do
get one?
any? Well, because you already have one.
No, I know. Bastion says that stuff.
Oh. It's... Wade would kind of stutter and say, no, you already have one.
Well, yeah, but that's a personal one.
Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Well, you can give it to me, and then I can talk to you. Wait.
Well, if I have another one, it means that I don't have to have this one maintained constantly. I've been using magic to maintain this one the entire time.
Wade kind of blushes and ignores you, Carolina, and he says, well, I can go requisition some more.
Yeah,
Won't
that
say
would be
no to
great.
me. Yeah. Okay.
Hey Bailey, that's another +2 AC.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Really?
Yup.
What is it now? Can we get to a 30?
We're 1 point away.
Jesus. 29? You have a 29
Hold on,
AC?
I gotta run the math again because I think all of my stuff is enchanted. Oh, my shield's not.
Oh
Never
my
mind. Yeah, we're
God.
at 29 AC. right?
How do you spell museum?
M-U-S-E-U. Wait, M-U-S-E-U-M.
Thank you.
Yeah, my son.
You
Yeah.
ever put something in the microwave and it's like instantly smoking?
No.
No. Are you trying to blow your house up?
His truck, more
If my
likely.
house, you mean my truck?
Is your truck smoking?
Only that good stuff. Am I right?
I love
Yeah,
weed.
bada bing.
Uh
Marijuana.
huh.
The joke is
Yeah,
that
that was
it's drug.
weird. That was weird. I
Marijuana.
put something in the microwave and then it was like immediately smoking and crackling.
Are
sounds
you
like
sure
there
there's
was
no
metal
metal
in
in it?
It's a plastic bowl with pulled pork.
Huh.
Well,
Wow.
looks like
I
you got
hope
some
there's no metal in it.
Mary Jane's a lady I'd like to know. Looks like I'm not the only one who's pulling pork tonight.
Oh,
Boy,
boo.
howdy.
Jail.
I'm here for the next almost 2 hours.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You sure are, bud.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
god.
if we have anything to say about it.
Not if we have any.
Look, I can cut it off right now.
I feel like you should use a doctor for that, but
Oh my fucking god.
I am one.
oh no, you got me there. It's on me.
Yeah.
Same though.
Philosophy doctor.
Wait, you have a... I thought you
No.
were still getting your... Okay, I'm
I
like,
am.
not
It's-
yet.
it's-
I would have heard that fucking news.
Oh yeah, believe me, there's gonna be a massive rager before I have to be approved for the rest of my life. I'm doing all the
Look,
drugs.
You've seen Hip. He's still not a prude.
That's true. I did hear him viscerally describe his oiled up anime girl getting
Yeah.
tentacle
Yeah.
molested at a table full of relative strangers.
Yeah. That's him.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Who among us hasn't?
Among Us. I'll be right
Oh
back.
my
I gotta go. I
fucking
gotta
God.
get my laundry.
Anyway, yeah, no, Pale's just bringing out a shit ton of cake.
Okay.
So he's bringing
Absurd
out a
amount of
cake.
cake.
Yeah, like worrisome.
Ash would eventually come in and peruse the cakes and take a few small pieces of each of them.
So it's a tiramisu, this is a matcha crepe cake. No, let me explain it first. There's a matcha crepe cake. It's each one it's thin layers. You kind of like a baklava, which is over here. No, that's the mass, the baklava, not balaklava. And just Pale's is going obsessively.
And he nods his head and politely listens. He probably knows before you even say it, but he nods along and listens to you tell him about about cake, assuming that this is a deep hobby that you have. Which it kind of is.
Pale read a single book on cake and has now decided that this will be his personal
Okay.
for the next week or until it gets boring.
That's his shtick from now on.
Until he gets another,
Another-
hyperfixation.
Another food-based magical item.
Yeah, well, he can't have Ash's cake, so you know.
Just you
I mean,
gotta
can't-
ask him
can't
nicely.
create food?
That is for
It-
a night where I play while imbibing.
Can't you create food?
Yeah,
So cake's not your only shtick.
correct. But I have a box of infinite cake. Because Bailey never put parameters on how much cake I can make.
No, you can just keep making cake.
Yep.
And you can even make things that are pseudo cake, like cornbread.
What?
See, now that's fighting words. We're gonna have a discussion about that later.
We made cornbread at the fucking in Preford when you guys met the Umberly folks when you were on the mission to save your family.
Oh yeah.
And they were sitting around having chili. And
Well,
the
yeah.
main woman's name was something Whittingham. Why can't I remember anything else about my
How do you
life?
remember Whittingham is so like that's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway. So it's your last evening, I assume, after making yourself sick off cake. you go to bed, and Wade would eventually bring you guys the other sending stones, and he'd tell you, Carolina. So, when Henry survived, obviously he had August go tell his parents that he lived. We didn't tell him that he was going to surgery, and so his dad walked in, or King James walked in and immediately healed him. And then his mother beat him with a folder, and then beat me with a folder, and then beat King James with a folder. It was crop reports, if you must know. And then Marceline threatened to break Henry's legs if he tried to get out of bed, and then she threatened to break my legs if I didn't take a weekend off after she realized that basically I've been living in Henry's room. So I'm going to be at my apartment for the next 2 days. Otherwise, the queen will break my legs. So if you need me, that's where I'll be. And I'm just going to be sweating about whether, Henry's still alive. But I'm sure he's fine.
So are you inviting me to your house right now?
Yes. I'm going to water my plants before we do anything fun, but...
Well, I had thought about a party, but that's not happening, so... Sure.
Cool. I can show you my ridiculous rock collection, underground fighting metals, and lecture you about tea. And he smiles at you.
Yeah, I want to see all the underground stuff.
He looks exhausted, by the way. But he's genuinely happy to take you to his house, but he is exhausted, so...
I'll go with him to his house.
Okay. Yeah, you go to Wade's. He calls it an apartment, but really it's like, when the apartment is like a whole floor of a building? So it's like one room, but,
Flat.
probably
Yeah.
It's called a flat.
a flat? Okay. One big room, kind of, but it's like 1,600 square feet. And walking in, or even walking up to his porch, you immediately realize they're up the stairs in the building and then up to his front door. You realize that everything in Wade's house is focused around inciting a sense of calm and peace. You immediately get the idea that this is Wade's, that this is the sanctuary where he relaxes. It's feng shui, I'd say.
Ain't gonna be no relaxing tonight.
Oh, look. Along every window is like planters full of what you can imagine is tea plants. He has one on his porch that's like the size of a table. It's massive. In one corner of the room is a massive whittling set. He even has that thing that spins really fast. And there's a ton of like handmade wood-based art. And he would explain to you he got really into woodworking while he was working on a ship. Because he was a cabin boy at 12. Constant and Death War in La Huya, where he's from. And he's slowly worked out his accent. Though he will admit that listening to Ash has made him almost say words in a Lahulian accent a couple of times. But you would see other than his woodworking projects, a lot of it is like extremely detailed masks and models of buildings, and then any kind of animal ever that you could imagine. He tells you that he mostly gives it away as toys to like orphanages and stuff, and would actually show you that the phoenix you saw him working on the other night is finished. It's a bird kind of coiled in on itself, and like the feathers of it are as thin as razor blades, and it's in a deep red mahogany or cherry, and he presents to you a hand-sized bird.
Nice.
Says, I don't know where you're going to keep this, but
Oh, with my weapons.
in proximity with the inspiration.
Yeah. Well, so with seeing all his woodworking skills, Carolina would like to see how good his woodworking skills actually are.
Now, what kind of wood are we talking about?
The good kind.
Okay.
So we'll spend the rest of the night doing that.
Yeah, it's that type of wood is much like his rock collection, which is extensive, and he would explain to you that it's an old sailing buddy he had named Elvis, was famous for licking rocks. And in the accident that Wade got his face blown off, yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The accident where Wade got his face blown off is when Elvis died. So Wade continued collecting rocks in his honor, and there's tiny, really intricately carved shelves with rocks that are labeled of where he got them from, and one kind of on a center dais that he explains was Elvis's last rock. He's like, I don't know if they reminded him of home while we were at sea, but like, whatever. He was a cool guy. And he was a Gith, too, so like maybe hell he survived and I just haven't seen him in years.
Maybe. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I don't know if they can breathe underwater, but I woke up in a hospital. And they said he was dead, so whoops. But we're not going to talk about Carolina and Wade too much. You have a pleasant evening. It's tea followed with wine, followed with sleepy time tea after you're done being in bed but not sleeping. Congratulations.
Alrighty.
But yeah, he would then make you tea in the morning.
Focused energy tea.
It is.
Good. I mean, I'm best after a night of activity, but
He motions to the other corner of this large room, and there's a whole stuff of workout stuff. And then it would remind him to show you the, Read it, Matt. You type curse things in the chat. It's your punishment.
Bold and italicized. Wham, 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 wham. Anyway, this is why Stone had economic collapse due to tulip bulbs. Wham, wham.
Clang, 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 clang.
That's only if the armor's still on.
yeah, tell me about your rock collection.
No, you do make Wade worry that his bed's gonna crack. Which, you know, he carved it himself, so he's pretty sure of its craftsmanship. But, you know, you get worried a few times.
Oh, no, we're gonna break that shit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Don't worry about it breaking. Fucking Bastion can cast mending on it. It's fine.
I'll just build you a steel frame bed.
Yeah.
Like, I'll build you an unbreakable bed just as.
Oh my fucking god.
Break
We have to worry about that. We have to worry about the foundation of the building, and after that...
No. You have it to where you have basically like springs attached to it, so you can account for recoil.
The Tempur-Pedic as well.
I mean, it can be.
What's that? A bump stock? A bump stock mattress?
It's all on Oobleck, so it turns up.
Oh my god. That's something I was gonna say, but now I'm thinking about an Oobleck mattress, like a water bed.
Yep. We have fun here.
Yeah.
I'm
But he
probably
would then.
the only one. I'm probably the only one in this chat that's actually had a waterbed.
I had
Yeah.
a friend's parents who had one, and we slept on it one night. Not with their parents. Their parents were like out of town, but
Like I said, I'm probably the only one in this chat that had a fucking waterbed.
I mean,
Yeah.
get it? I guess.
Age.
As the second oldest person here. Yeah.
As the youngest one, I've never had a bed.
You let Gen Alpha talk.
Do you need a bed? I'll help you
Zoomer,
get a
actually?
bed.
No, I have a futon.
Oh, do you
Ain't that
want
what
a
they put in
bed?
salads?
No.
Oh my fucking god.
No, that's actually a Peloton.
Listen, I've got a creepy van. If you want to find a bed on Craigslist, I'll help you get it to your house.
So anyway, we start blasting.
Yeah, but Wade would, lastly, the last thing about his house is that he would show you subtly that he, for hand-to-hand unarmed combat, he is literally number one in the Thunderscrum Underground and has kept that title for 5 years.
I think before we leave, I should secretly take that title from him.
You're gonna steal his medal? It's more like a coin.
No, I'm gonna fight him for it.
Okay.
Like underground hand-to-hand champion, huh?
5 years. Yeah, he wouldn't even point it out. He would just, in laying them out, not mention that one, just because that's the kind of guy Wade is. Subtle.
So you want to see if you still got it?
I mean, last exposition was a month ago, but I mean, I am more than happy to train against somebody like you. Let's call it sparring, he says, going to shake your hand.
Yes. Sparring.
He says, it's typically separated by gender, so I don't want to, we'll even the odds a bit. And he gives you a very, very, very obvious wink of probably she's going to kick the shit out of me even more. Maybe that's what he's into. I don't know. But,
We'll get into it.
Okay.
And I'll let him keep some of his dignity.
Okay.
You'll
appreciate
You'll only take one ball.
Well, see, it's, women are for fun, men are for reproducing. He needs at least one. That one's on thin ice.
I won't make it easy on him
Mm-hmm.
until the end, and then I'll let him win.
Okay. Cool.
Gotta leave him some confidence.
Yeah. It's Wade's sanctuary of relaxation. Thoroughly relaxing. Congratulations. And he would cook you breakfast, and it's that scene from Captain America of, like, if you even eat breakfast. And, yeah.
You just referenced the movie.
Me?
Yes.
I used to be obsessed with Captain America. I wrote fan fiction about him and Bucky Barnes.
It's
Really?
just not natural.
Yeah.
Which one was the woman?
That's a good question. It depended on the fan fiction.
That's good.
Depended on the theme. Every now and then, fucking... God, what's the red-haired lady's name?
Black Widow.
She'd be there as a side... Yeah, Black Widow. She'd be there as a side character.
She's a side chick.
Yeah. That's probably the propaganda that got me wanting to join the army, was watching Captain America way too many fucking times.
He got you with that lame speech?
Probably, man. Probably. But he makes you breakfast in the morning. What do you do?
I eat breakfast, drink tea.
Okay.
Kiss him on the forehead and said we'll have our rematch later when I get back.
This is perfect. And I'm, again, not allowed to leave, or a 14-year-old's going to break my legs.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't put it past her. She'd probably just shoot me in the kneecaps.
Oh, no, I was hoping to take your mind off of that for a little bit longer, but...
Well, I mean, he's joking, but... He does say, do me a favor and check on Henry for me.
Well, I'll do what I can. Or I'll have one of the others check on him for you, because he's kind of got me on a mission too, so I should really get into that.
Well, have fun.
I will.
He would also kiss you on the forehead. And then drink tea and close the door.
With that, I draw wings and leave.
Fun.
Sending to Carolina, are you two done fucking yet?
Get out of my fucking head, pal. How long were you in there?
I just got in there.
I mean,
who else are
you
you
watched
in? Half
you
quiet.
watched the whole time that he was with Erica, so.
That's just me watching. I wasn't in his head, though.
Oh well.
I just got here. Anyway.
in his head is a little more intrusive.
Yeah.
Because if he's in Carolina's head, there's a bunch of nasty thoughts rolling around in there.
Oh my god.
I can't see anything. I'm just talking. Good lord.
I don't believe you.
This is why you're dealing with Cole and you're not getting Hoyd.
You got to remember, Carolina don't know how magic works. You're in my head. I think you're in my head.
And Pale's just like sending cricket noises and cuts off.
I don't like you. Yeah. I land right behind Pale.
Oh my god.
Nothing personal, kid.
We are friends, Pale.
Oh my god. Still terrifying.
But Carolina, it is your day. It is your mission. Other boys, where are those side character sheets?
Oh, I sent you Cole.
No,
Do
I
you
meant
need Hoyd?
for you to pull them up and then look at them.
Oh.
Because they're about to be needed.
Yeah, whipping them out.
Yeah, well, assuming Carolina goes straight to what is the first thing you do? You mentioned looking for subterfuge in Thunderscrim itself.
Trying to root out the spies that are in Thunderscrim. I do want to go talk to Vic, so I can get an idea of how to identify his people.
Okay. Are you going to bring your 2 new buddies with you?
I will, because I need them to not get caught up in any confusion.
Okay, perfect. So Carolina, your what is that? Your captain? Your fearless leader? I don't know. But the other 2, she summons you from the tavern.
Yeah,
to go to
TK-47 was there the entire time.
in the castle or at Wade's house.
Yeah, both.
Okay. Sure.
He's not stopped following Carolina.
Oh my god.
That's stealthy, huh? All right, let's go.
He's got a cloak of displacement and a cloak of elven kind, so. That he's also
Switching them out for the purpose.
built like
Cole
just-
had not left the Blue Lily.
No, he's got both on.
He was just in Wade's house, blending in with the rocks.
And he was
just
hiding up the chimney,
No, he was hiding up on the roof, of the ceiling.
crawled into the attic.
Yeah. Heard some scratching. He said it was some rats. Nah, that's my robot son.
He reinforced the bed.
Lord.
Okay, TK-47.
Yes.
And what was your name again?
Cole.
Cole. It's like one of the rocks that Wade showed me. Okay.
It's not a rock, it's an effect of... Fuck it.
It's an effect of fucking. I haven't had that effect.
No, it's... No,
God damn it.
whatever, it's a rock, fine, I don't care.
All right. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find Mr. Vic, and he's got a whole spy network around here. So we gotta find them or figure out how to identify them. But King Henry has informed me that there are opposing spies here in Thunderscrim, and we got to try to root them out. And so that's what we're going to go do right now. Any questions on that?
No.
No.
All right. Cole, I'm going to need you to be a little bit more upbeat, okay? You ready?
Well, let's go do some shit.
Yeah. Vic might like you better than me. He hates me, so.
Can't imagine
So
why.
My echo pops up behind Cole. Yeah, I put it away.
Listen, I'm here. I'm here to help. I live to serve.
What class is Cole again?
He is a ranger.
Okay.
He's just a curmudgeonly bitch.
Yeah. But you know where You know where Jaeger Keep is. It is the most secure building in Thunderscrum, even more secure than the castle. Though he has done his best, reportedly, to make the castle just as good. Though the castle's too big to really fully secure, so only parts of it are even close to Jaeger Keep. Even looking at the mountain that it sits on, you can't see it. It's just, it looks like more hill and more grass up there. You know that there's apparently an entire palace up there, and there's little signs that say Jaeger Keep this way, for the various business people that have to go visit the Lord of Trade and his family. But once you get to the where the signs say that it's supposed to be, what do you do? You get to a spot where the road stops, but you still don't see anything but trees and bushes and rocks.
I look for a secret entrance.
Okay, make a perception check. Or investigation.
Oh, Jesus. First I'm gonna do a perception. It's a 12. Well, that would be a 15.
Okay. And then what's your passive perception again?
My passive is a 27.
Okay. So you don't immediately see a door as you kind of squint into the Thunderscrum brush of just gray and brown and greens. But you do see the flicker of movement, and you realize there's a spy in the grass. They disappear again as soon as you notice them, but there is somebody watching you. As you stand at the sign that says Jaeger Keep this way, and the road ends.
You can come out. I saw you. I'm trying to make contact with Victor Jaeger.
Yeah, a slightly unkept, or actually no, a perfectly, every time you've ever seen a dwarf, they're like scraggly and covered in soot and have a mining hammer in their hands. But this dwarf pops out with an impressive looking, you know, the standard issue rifle, which is basically it's the fantasy M4 basically. Don't worry about it. But this one is magnificent, even though it's modeled after the same weapon that the regular Thunderscrum infantry have. But he is down to the hair on his the very top of his beard. It is a clean line. His uniform is spotless despite the fact that he's been hiding in a bush for God knows how long. And as he parkours out of the bush, 5 other guys pop out, and he says, "I just wanted to see what you're made of. What do you want?"
Mission by King Henry, and I just need to make contact with Victor Jaeger so we can coordinate. So none of you guys get caught in the crossfire.
Didn't want to do that at the castle?
No. It's like I wasn't aware that I could just summon Mr. Jaeger.
Oh, he's there just about every day, but he is still home. I'll see if I'll see if he wants to talk to you. He's having breakfast with the family, but we'll see. You might have to wait a while. Sorry about that. He's obviously very not sorry at all. But the other guys kind of stand around and not, about to shoot you or anything, but they are standing, watching. With your passive perception, you can tell that there are other dudes still in the bushes. There are very likely some that you still don't see. But this captain, or whoever the hell he is, walks into the bushes again, but as he does so, he moves some of the brush aside, and you see the path continues seamlessly. You don't know how this camouflage was constructed, but maybe they remake it every day to have fresh brush. Maybe it's one of the few magic things that Victor allows. You don't know. But he shows you the missing path you'd been looking for, and heads inside. And it's probably a good fucking 20 minutes that he's gone. Do you guys do anything in that time?
Nope.
I will actively try to point out to myself where all these people are.
Okay. Okay. You silently taking notes, or are you going, I see you, motherfucker?
Silently taking notes.
Yeah, I'd also like to take a tally of everyone.
Okay. And
I'm just there.
you're just there?
Yep, just waiting for things to go a little more south.
Yeah. We've just met Cole, but it sounds on brand for him.
Your ass, motherfucker.
You said Eeyore.
Yep.
Okay. This head guard guy eventually comes back. And he says, yeah, he doesn't want to talk to you, but he will. Head on in. Oh. Actually, he didn't forget. He wanted to pretend that he forgot. We're gonna have to search you first. Down to everything.
So you want me to get naked?
No, I'd just like you to take off everything except for your underlayers, then I'm gonna look at you with a pair of goggles of detect magic. Thoroughly.
I take everything off.
All your clothes?
Except for the cloak of ripping.
He would stop you as you're about to remove your shirt and pants. He says, ma'am, I don't know if you know this. There are 8 children here. Please don't. I would in fact say one more of those and you're not going to be allowed in.
Okay, well, I mean him no harm, so we're all on the same side here. So if you tell me you want me to take everything off, I took everything off.
I specifically said everything but your last look. Play games if you want to, but we don't play games here. Maybe
Okay.
King Henry tolerates some games.
Well, here's all my weapons. I am a magical being, so if you're trying to detect magic on me,
Fair enough.
We'd also suggest not talking poorly of our employer.
And
But
your employer
anyway,
is.
her and her employer is him. So anyway, and he just strips down pretty much to his underlayer.
Mm-hmm. And as you're doing so, and he's looking over Carolina and then you with the goggles of detect magic, he says, technically, or not even technically, I would say this frankly, you can say you work for King Henry all you want, and maybe you do, and maybe he thinks you do. You work for Vivian. Don't think we'll ever forget that.
yes, I do work for Vivian, but I am on a mission from King Henry.
We'll see what the Lord has to say about that. And do you guys honestly let them lock up every magic thing you have and every weapon you have?
Oh, absolutely
Yes.
not.
No.
They'd let you keep armor that you have on, but no weapons at all.
I mean, the guns are kind of bolted to my hands.
Is there a way you can take all of the ammo out?
They're energy weapons. No, they don't have ammo.
They're not going to let you in?
Yeah,
Whoop.
I'll stay outside.
Okay. What about the other 2 of you?
Oh, they can have all my weapons,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, technically that doesn't stop me either, so.
Well, yeah. But all the, actually... I'm gonna have him make a... He's gonna say, I noticed you haven't taken one of your cloaks off.
Never take that off.
I think I asked you very politely to take off all your magic items.
Yeah, see, the thing about that is if I do take that off, it is going to do damage to everybody around.
One of those cursed party trick things, huh?
Yeah,
So you're gonna want me to let you take in an object that's gonna do damage to everyone around?
including
As soon as
me.
you so much as take it off?
Including me. I'm not going to hurt myself.
Like I said, ma'am, the queen of this country the lord and lady of this country, and 7 other children live here. Along with adjutants, secretaries, a bunch of innocent people. I can't let you take something like that into this house. I hope you understand. And if you really have to meet with Lord Yeagrin that bad, maybe you can ask him to meet you somewhere other than his house.
I mean, I can meet him somewhere other, but I'm really just trying to do this mission to root out some spies that aren't you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to know how to identify you guys so you don't get caught in the crossfire. If I really wanted to get into your house, I would.
Good
but
luck.
I'm doing this the diplomatic way because we're on the same side. I've given you all my weapons.
And
if
you
I
have an
wanted to
item
hurt-
that you... Yes. Continue.
I've given you all my weapons.
Mm.
I cannot take this magic item off because it will hurt me. It is actually for protection, but it will hurt me if I take it off, even if I remove it myself.
Let me
That is
posit
not-
something. Let me posit a scenario. Imagine your own home. Imagine a zealot, someone who would give their very life and soul to a being higher than them that they don't understand. Someone who would kill for them, do massive damage in their name, even though they fully believe their cause is righteous, because all of them do. I don't know if you've seen the Apocalypse God guy we have, a couple houses over in Emotions at the Castle, and the other ones they're bringing. Now imagine this person who would easily kill in a god's name, commit whatever sacrifices, even if taking off the jacket hurts real bad. You think if their god told them to do it, their almighty creator who holds their soul in the palm of their hand and shares with them all the love they can possibly give unto any other person, you don't think even if it hurt to take that jacket off, that person would say no? If they believed in a cause hard enough?
Literally no. What the fuck? Dude,
Yeah, okay,
I'm
first
right
off,
here.
what reason do I have? That's not you, pal. What reason do you have
Oh,
to believe that I want to hurt anybody here? I don't even know anybody here except Lord Yeagrin. I know he doesn't like me very much, but like it or not, we're on the same side. And I'm trying to be, like I said, diplomatic and work this out so that when I go on my mission, I don't hurt any of his people. Because I'm going to hurt a lot of people when I find them. And I don't want it to be you guys. So if I don't know how to identify you all, because you're not letting me have this conversation with Lord Yeagrin, that's on you.
I'm perfectly happy to let you talk to Lord Yeagrin, and he has agreed to let you come into his house, but you have to take your area effect damage jacket off. If you want to meet him right now, you could talk to him somewhere else.
Or you can just tell him to come out here.
Well, that too. I'll see if he wants to.
Because I'm not going to hurt myself for a conversation.
Now, you might hurt yourself to kill Lord Yeagrin, though. Or Queen Marcy.
If I wanted to kill your Lord Yeagrin, I've had many chances to do so already.
Good luck. And I'll tell him that when I say that you want to come outside and talk to him.
Yeah, if I wanted to do anything to him, it would have been done already.
I'm sure you believe that. And he walks inside. You're left alone for another 20 minutes. What do you do?
PK-47 hasn't moved an inch.
I feel like that could have gone better, I'm going to be honest.
Fly up in the air, observing everything.
Fuck.
Yeah, TK-47 and Cole, you see as your fearless leader. I don't know what else to call the main characters.
Squad captain.
Your captain, okay. You see your quest captain probably flip you on the very tips of her wings as she soars into the fucking air. And all the guys on the ground also look up at you. Raised eyebrows and tired expressions. How long do you stay in the air?
Until he comes back, because I'm irritated and I don't want to be on the ground hurting people.
Okay. Make me another perception check. I'll say you have to actually roll this one because you're angry.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you see behind these concealments, bushes and rocks and everything, there is actually probably another 50, 40 yards away. There is a beautiful garden. And you can see from up here with your fucking eagle eyes that it's mostly all, like, edible plants. Like, there's no just a random rose bush. It's all, like, squash blossoms and cherry trees and stuff. Meticulously kept, but all of it able to be used should the worst, whatever the worst may be, arise. You also see, it's almost like a hobbit house. It's built absolutely into this mountain, but there's a circular, it's not Art Deco. It's not.
Brutalist?
No.
What are we talking about?
I'm trying to think of the design of what his house looks like. It's way more elaborate and beautiful than you would ever expect. Even the completely edible utilitarian garden is arranged in like almost a maze and perfectly color wheel set to almost like a rainbow to the eye. And then the doors are ornate with brass that you can tell somebody probably polishes like every other day at the least. There's more guards walking around, probably on high alert now that they know you're here. And it's probably with this check you wouldn't be able to see all of them, but you'd see a few more armed guard posts near this door. Art Nouveau is what I'm thinking of. It's lots of curvy lines. It looks what most people would describe as elvish, but you can tell that everything took a painstakingly long time to make. This is the most luxurious place in Thunderscrim, maybe the most luxurious place you guys have been in, other than Carolina, who's been to Golgari and seen the Cloud District. I don't know where you've been, Cole, but TK-47, you were born like yesterday.
Yeah.
So
I was born on a spaceship, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carolina just gets more irritated with the elvish design.
Yeah.
It's like, he's got some great taste. Oh wait, that's elvish.
What do you have against elves?
Family was enslaved by him.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, sorry.
I'm not gonna say anything just so we stay on good footing.
Were you gonna be like, my dad's a half-elf? Or is that the other guy?
Caroline doesn't have to know about that.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you mentioned
she already
it
forgot it.
within like 5 minutes of you saying it.
Yeah, you'll never guess I'm also a vegan that's a cyclist.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Carolina doesn't just straight up lash out against elves.
Mm-hmm.
But the art, though, it's like,
It's giving you Vietnam flashbacks?
Yeah, because, we did have fucking Leo, and Ken was a dead elf, so...
Yeah. Well, Leo was only a half-elf, too.
Yeah.
My god, Dale could have gotten Leo pregnant. Fuck,
oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ. God, it's the worst. Anyway. Do you fly back down to your friends, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry for leaving you guys. Had to take a moment.
Listen, do whatever's best for your mental health.
This unit's currently on standby.
Yeah, I guess we're all on standing by for the standby, till this dwarf decides to walk back off from behind that bush.
The guards that you can see all kind of nod to each other. Let's hurry up and wait. Yeah. Story of our fucking lives. But
yeah.
But eventually, the dwarf comes out, and he says, Lord Jaegerin can meet you at the castle for lunch.
Very well. How long is it till lunch?
Depending on how long your breakfast was with Wade, and then the walk over here, it's probably like 9:30 right now. It'll be 10 by the time you get back to the castle.
Yep. Well, just let them know that I am going to start my mission. I just hope none of you guys are in the way.
He gives you a curt nod.
So as we go back, let's start investigating people.
Are you just watching people who are going up to the road to the Jaegern Estates? Just people who are on the road between... I guess the road you'd be walking down is from the south side of the kingdom to be heading back towards Smallville. So you'd have maybe like a singular visitor to the city today who you happen to pass by. Because most of them come through the Nagamesh tunnel, but this is like the one caravan that made it through the fucking winter waste. It's probably like nomads who were selling like fish leather or something. I don't know. But
Well, that's suspicious. Let's check them out.
yeah, you come across a troop of barbarians, and I don't mean barbarians. The fantasy barbarians, you know, fucking Wolfgar from the Dritz novels. Those kind of folks. They wear fur, they carry carved axes, all their jewelry is made out of fucking deer antlers, and they've got a makeshift snow sled full of, I guess let's stick with my story, fish leather, that they've cured, and at this gate, as they gotten out of the snow and cold, they're transferring all their fish leather from their snow sled that they've parked somewhere onto an actual cart to take it to whoever they're going to sell it to. Probably not at a market, but sell it to somebody who's going to sell it at the market. But it's very tall, hardy people who are in Thunderscrim style, all armored, even though they're from some random clan in the Winter Wastes. And they also eye you suspiciously as they see you coming up. I don't know how you're coming up to them. But it's just people with windburned faces trying to do business.
Cole,
Yeah.
what are your specialties?
What do you mean? Like, what am
What are
I
you
good
good
at? Sneaking, killing. I'm not personable, but I can fight twice at once. I also do tricks, and I can see through things if I say my magic word. I'm also really good at fighting humans and elves and abyssals and constructs and robots.
DK47 just looks at you.
I like to imagine Cole is one of those people that hates the grocery store robots.
Oh my fucking god.
And he views all robots the same way.
You
You
want
see
to punch
the
every ATM he's ever seen?
you see the like plasma coil on the rifle, like just light up real quick and then stop.
Ooh, put that away, okay.
This unit is unable to sheath its weapons.
Well, we don't want to scare the nice little merchant van coming through. What are
This
your
unit does not
skills?
care. This unit is primed for assassination, espionage, and general long-range combat. This unit is effective at up to 300-foot range.
Okay. So, let's go see what these people are about. I don't think any of them are... Just at first glance, I don't think any of them are really capable of being spies, but we should check anyway. Because those would be the ones that would be the spies.
What does the surrounding area look like, Bailey? Are we in like a town?
Yeah, imagine like dirty 1870s London.
Okay,
It's like-
so like like buildings rather than like shacks.
Yeah, you're on. There are no shacks in Thunderscrim unless somebody specifically wants to live in a shack.
Sweet.
This is the. It's a fantasy world, so this is the place where communism actually does work, or socialism actually. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No.
Yeah, TK is
Hilarious.
gonna look. TK's gonna look at Carolina and then just say, "This unit is going to begin scouting procedures." And then it's just he's gonna flip his hood over and then just start climbing a building.
I'm gonna say something to TK in Thieves Camp to see if he understands me.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you say?
I'm just gonna say, do you speak Thieves Camp?
This unit has been programmed with a variety of languages in Thieves Camp.
And then the same to Cole.
I'm just going to respond in Infernal. I don't know what you just said, but sure.
Okay.
Or do you want to
TK's
Here.
gonna chime in. I did though. In
It's,
Infernal.
Cole, do you want to be able to speak Thieves' Cant? Because I would say if you've been with the Merculians long enough, somebody would have taught you, even though you're not a rogue.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Okay. Yeah, it's depending on if have you been hanging around in. Are you from like Kashinki or some kind of satellite church?
Yeah, and Cole's in his mid-50s. He's been with them since he was like 15.
Okay, yeah, somebody would have taught you Thieves' Cant. Yeah.
He's not old, especially in terms of quarter elf, half tiefling, but he's definitely just like intentionally gruff to come off as old,
Fucking edgy high schooler.
pretty much.
Okay.
Like white hair, but that might just be because of his genetics.
Yeah. Yeah, Henry's got white hair too, bud.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Henry,
Is
born
he,
blonde. It's from the stress. Yeah.
Is Cole like this because of an actual age and a reason? Or is he just an annoying emo kid? Who's to say?
Who's to say? If you climb across a stone building with a metal roof, TK, 47.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up both my Cloak of Displacement and my Cloak of Elven Kind. So anything that's trying to see me has disadvantage, and I have advantage to stealth.
Okay.
I have alert, so if anything tries to surprise me, or us, that just doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so does Carolina.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just basically gonna sniper protocol this. So maintaining like 100 feet.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
what kind of building you climb on, but you easily slip up there and don't make any cling clangs. It's just occurred to me, all the buildings have metal roof because metal's their whole deal, so it must sound great here in the rain.
Ooh.
Hello, Tink Tink.
Yeah. But then
So-
you have a sniper position, as I assume the others of you are going to go interrogate the fish leather salesman.
Yes. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I have a 21 passive perception.
It's like, hey there, friends.
The biggest in their group, he's probably 7 foot tall, blonde, beard. Maybe he could be 60, but that might just be because the sun off the snow has like melted his fucking face. But arms the size of like a smaller person's waist. He doesn't do this in a threatening way. He's just a gigantic man, as he has a sheath full of fish leather that he's about to load on a cart.
Yeah, it definitely smells fishy over here. Thought Cinnamon might be here for a second. Sorry. Got
Oh my
confused.
god.
So, yeah. So, how you doing there, friends? What you got?
I don't know what accent they would have. They're going to speak Undercommon, even though they're far north nomads. They don't speak Undercommon. They have an Undercommon accent, by which I mean Russian. Because we are nomads. Thunderscram is far, far from water. So we take sled once, twice a year to come get things. No weapons, tent poles, fish hooks for trade for. He knocks on it with his fist, and you can see it's like almost... The hide is almost like layers of bone. It says, they carve into trinkets, sell to other people. It's called Knucklehead, and he shows you a skull that you think... There's a big solid part that you think could be carved into some sort of ornament.
Oh, Knucklehead, I like that. I'll start talking to them about these trinkets that they're making, and slip some words of thieves' cant in there and see if I get a reaction out of anybody.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check just to see how easy the conversation is, like casual.
Nat 20.
God damn. Okay. Yeah, you see the older adults, like who you can assume is this guy's wife, comes over, and she's also an extremely burly and buxom woman. Just a hell of a woman, you know? And they've got like fur and everything on that they've kind of been taken off as they got into the warm terrarium that is Thunderscram. But they're quite a couple. And their son, who is a beanpole somehow. God knows how. As you say some things in Thieves' Cant, there's kind of a language barrier between you and these people. They probably only know a little bit of common, but mostly their nomad language, or whatever nomad, it's probably a group of language like Swahili or whatever, but for people in the Arctic. And so there's kind of a language barrier, and maybe these people, whenever you say a Thieves' Cant word, they just assume it's something in common that they didn't also understand. But their son, who's skinny, and who's been, as they've been talking about different pieces that they've carved, because they're trying to sell them to like more merchants here of sell our bones to make things, or they're going to craftsmen, like here's a new material you could use. As you say, what kind of Thieves' Cant things are you slipping in? Like the word for, what's it called? Elephant trunks.
Ivory?
Maybe you say the word for something very expensive, and you see that he recognizes it. You can make an insight check if you want. Like his ears perk up a little bit as you say a few words, particularly in talking about selling things.
Dirty 20.
Say those words. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I kind of already told. It's he. You can tell that he picks up on the words that you're talking about for selling things. And you got the Nat 20 was for talking to them, right?
Yeah, it was the persuasion.
Okay.
The dirty 20 was for the insight.
Yeah, picking up on the kind of language barrier that you guys have, the son, who appears to know more Thieves' Cant, starts talking to you in kind of awkward Thieves' Cant. You can tell that he probably sells this type of knucklehead ivory and their like weird bone fish leather to people who also speak Thieves' Cant, so smugglers or something apparently buy from them sometimes.
I'll ask him, where does he sell to the people around here?
He would explain to you that Thunderscram is the closest to where they hang out. It's in the Yegan Sea, which is like 50 miles north of here. They explain that like their main setup, like in the springtime when they actually make camp for a while, is the north point of the Yegan Sea. But they sell to Thunderscram and then Nygamesh. He says when we go down to the hot land, which Nygamesh was still like 50 to 40 degrees, but to them it's probably hot as shit. But then he says we also sell to the whole people.
Sell to the whole people? What are the whole people?
It says black skin, no faces, long ears.
Drow?
The bad elves. bad fairies.
Okay.
Money, though.
Hey, money's money. I feel you on that. Um, yeah. Any specific places you hit in Thunderscrim?
He would point to mostly the, they've worked on desegregation a lot, but still the fancier parts of town. What could pass as an arts district in Thunderscrim, because everything's so utilitarian. If they're gonna make art, it's gonna be fucking perfect, and they're gonna work on it for 10 goddamn years. So he would point to the more a neighborhood where there'd be artist workshops, or where people have like retired and do it in their closet or something. And then he'd point to like the more factories in town where there are a couple of the older smelters and anvils and stuff, or forges, that have been for personal use. They let you light the fire in there and work on whatever you want, if you want to make something just for you. You bring your own metal, and it's like a very nominal fee to use the forge for maintenance, but it's like a public library, but a public forge.
Okay.
And then he would point out there's like one jewelry store that they sell to, and there's one, like, I don't know if you'd call it hunting supplies, but that's who mostly buys the leather, is that they're really, really good tents. They're heavy as shit, but they make really, really good tents.
What was that place again?
It's like a sporting goods store. What's a parody name for Dick's? It's already silly enough.
Well, it's a place that also has a hot dog stand inside, just like Costco, so wieners.
Nathan's?
Should we call it Staples?
Yes.
Staples, the hunting goods store?
Yeah. And then I'll ask him, where are the places that he sells where they speak to him in this language?
He would say the, what would I... Oh, he would actually even point up at Jaeger and Keep. And he says small amounts, like hobbies. And then the bad fairies.
Okay, where you see the whole people, do you ever see them in town?
No, they don't come to Thunderscrim. Or there are drow in town, but he means a completely separate. Do you want to make a history check? Any of you can. I assume TK-47, even if you're up on a roof, you can still hear them.
I have eyes of the eagles, so I can see things
Yeah.
as if I were right up next to them. So, yeah.
14. Can
Okay.
you read lips?
Maybe that's not an ability I inherently have, so I don't know. Probably no.
Right there, right?
12.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I got a +2, so that is an 11. 9 to 11.
Yeah, I got a
Carolina, you remember that the closest drow city to here is what's actually called the Daughters of Lolth? They are a fully communist organization. Most drow cities are ruled by the female-led ruling families, but this one they've combined into one big family. So there's like thousands of drow who aren't separated into houses, they don't bicker amongst each other, it's just one big unit of drow, which makes them very dangerous, but they still do the thing where there's so much infighting, because they're still Lolth sworn drow. They still kind of trip each other up more than their enemies do. And they have treaties with Thunderscrim. Thunderscrim sells them mithril so they can make adamantine. And they sell Thunderscrim stuff from the Underdark. But they are near to here. Probably 20 miles down, 100 miles north.
Oh,
So there's probably a tunnel that people from the DOL, maybe not official traders from the DOL, but people from there probably. That's the biggest drow settlement in this part of Acadia.
for my last question, unless Cole has any questions. Do you do any business with Golgari?
He's never heard of it.
I'll say it in common for the adults.
They shake their heads. You get the idea they don't get out much.
Okay. I'll buy some of these numbskull
Okay.
trinkets.
Do you get ones that are actually made out of art, or do you get the uncarved, just fish skulls?
The one, I'll get a couple that are artsy.
Okay. Yeah. They're pretty well done. You assume that when they're waiting out storms, this is what they do. And it storms a lot north of the cold line.
Cole, you got anything
Yeah.
more?
Not really. I mean, they just kind of seem like random people.
Yep. But they got us some places to start, too.
Yep. Also, remember, if you see something, say something.
Yeah. You see some... Yeah, find me if you see something.
Yeah.
And then I'll let them be on their way, and
They
I'll
wait
signal
for you.
for CK-47 to come out of hiding.
Yeah, I'll just pop up right next to you guys.
God. Ugh.
From behind a light pole, or a lamp, he disappears next to you.
Horrifying. I hate robots.
Okay,
It's okay. We
Glad
all
we
hate
agree.
them.
this unit is not a robot, though.
It's...
Calling this unit a
Robots.
construct implies it lacks a soul. That is not true.
Yes.
Flesh is better than steel. Anyway, you said that we have a place to start.
Yeah. I think we got a few places to start. So, I mean, of course, he would speak thieves' cant with the Jaeger and folks. I don't know how much time has passed, but we're supposed to meet him for lunch back at the keep. But we got some more time to head out over.
That conversation probably only took 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. So what do you think? You want to go to the arts and crafty part of town, the sporting goods store, or go check out the whole people?
The whole
I'm
people are
waiting.
very, very far from here.
Uh,
Are we waiting on Victor still, or are we just not doing that now?
yeah, we'll meet Victor, but that's not for a few hours. I don't like sitting idle.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but yeah, I mean, wherever works. If the one place is really far away, then we should do what's now.
Well, I'm guessing the fancier parts are closer to the castle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
in the way older parts of town.
Yeah. You guys want to start there?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. We can start there, and then whenever we do go for lunch with Victor Yeager, you could definitely check out some people in the castle, because there has been one spy that was right in my face.
Mm-hmm. And Henry's been poisoned before, and
That was by my people, though.
no, by just a random cook.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
your people.
Maybe that's had to kill him.
The Vivianite warlock possessed him with a demon who tried to make him kill himself. He's still a little traumatized. I don't mention it very often, but he carries a hand mirror with him everywhere and occasionally checks his eyeballs to make sure they're not red.
And you know who didn't do that?
Hmm.
Merculians. Checkmate, liberals.
Oh my fucking god.
Checkmate, Gondian.
Gandhian gets ass blown clean off by Merculian facts and logic.
It's you want to call me you want to call me a construct? Well, I'm going to refer to you as flesh bag.
Oh man, that wouldn't even be the first one I've been called that.
Oh my god.
Silence,
I
meat
did.
sack.
I had a vegan friend that used to call me Bloodmouth.
Oh my god. I meant to mention that earlier, or point that out earlier. You're a vegan apocalypse cultist?
Just because I don't care about the world doesn't mean I don't care about the world.
Okay.
He wants vegetation to take over.
Yeah, I just want kudzu to actually take over the planet.
Hey, Dr. Stone.
You Southerners will like that joke.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Do you know you can eat every part of a kudzu plant?
Oh, it's kudzu. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. That's awkward.
Yeah,
I
it's
did
Maybe
not
I'm
know
saying
that.
it wrong.
no, it's
I'm going to defer to you.
it's kudzu.
Well,
Damn.
kudzu's like an Asian plant, and I reckon that all of us who say the word reckon say it wrong.
It means we're going to have a reckoning.
That damn kudzu's growing over the shit again. Goddamn plants. Spits tobacco on the ground.
Ugh.
Octua,
Hot
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You did it.
He did it! I can't believe
He said the thing. I can hate it here.
Let's
I hate
fucking
this
go.
I hate this stupid gay family.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Haha. Ooh.
All right, on to the
Anyway.
art district.
On to the art district. Yeah, it as close as Thunderscram comes to an art district. You see shops that sell the few luxuries that Thunderscramians would allow, not by law, but by culture. They see it as a waste. But things that have taken hundreds of hours to craft are here in window shops. Or there's like after-school lessons for how to do things other than make steel beams, if you wanted to get creative with it. There's an engineering college here, but they probably have, like... I'm sure there's a school of some sort for how to make metal art, or how to make fancy armor, or designing new weapons to get famous with. Get your name on in a history book of weapons or whatever.
Who's making weapons?
Yeah, there's somebody here who's out. I mean, the factories are churning them out at full speed. But you'd find somebody here who makes, probably even on the streets, holding a beautiful scimitar. Every inch of it has little engravings on it. Not just for art, but somehow they make the blade bend better as you strike something. You know, keep it from dulling its edges or whatever. And he's probably like ranting about, back in my day, we appreciated melee. You could look him in the eye as you killed him. This distance shit's... And he's talking about the distance of like 60 feet. This distance shit's bullshit. I don't even like crossbows. I want to look a man in the eye as I gut him down and feel his blood rushing down my forearm. That's the real way to fight people. And
I
you're like,
agree,
but Grandpa,
sir.
that's not how our enemies fight.
Is an
You agree?
inefficient form of combat.
He wants a man's hot wetness running down your arm. It's kind of weird.
Makes it more intimate.
Just the two of us.
Okay.
We can murder if we try. Just the two.
Hey.
That's the two of us.
You sing that on a battlefield full of thousands of
You
men.
and I.
You find your mortal enemy.
I
On the-
feel the crystal
Just
rain.
dancing as he fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song quickly goes from just the two of us to Mortal Kombat. Like,
Da-da-da-da-da. Wade's apartment last night.
Oh,
your soul
Oh,
is mine.
Liu Kang. Johnny Cage.
Scorpion.
Sub-Zero.
One of these days, I'm gonna force you people to watch the Mortal Cuddlers video.
Oh shit.
oh
Have you heard
God.
of that? I'm sure I've told
No.
you before. There's this guy called Brian David Gilbert who's used to be a journalist for Polygon, which is a video game company. And he would make absurd videos called Unraveled, where he'd do it like unreasonable amounts of research for no fucking reason, and then present what he found. Like, what age can Mario retire based on current inflation rates? In the
my
Mushroom
God.
Kingdom, not ours. And, you know, what's the best book in Skyrim? and he read all of them. And then there's one where he rates every single Mortal Kombat character by how good they'd be cuddling. And not like an innuendo, he means like just taking a nap together in bed. And he's like, one of her, look, she's made of crystals. And maybe she's nice, but it's going to be really crunchy. You know how you eat Doritos in bed? It's a bad habit. And
I mean, Baraka's got knives.
that too. And then it's like the guy who has like 4 arms and then rips your fucking heart out. And he's like, see? And he wants to hold you close with a... It's a very good video. I'll send
I
it to
mean,
you.
Goro would be good at cuddling. He got more arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sub-Zero or Scorpion's literally made out of fire.
Mm.
Yeah. He's bony, though.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, but so are Twinks, so...
I mean...
Just fucking...
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
what
mean-
we do.
I mean,
It's like,
not to be biased here, but I think
Minecraft
Sonya would...
skeleton.
Not to be biased here, but I think Sonya would be the best one to cuddle with.
His rating was the one who's like a wind god or something and has telekinesis. He's like, perfect ventilation. Sweating? Never heard of it. Your water bottle's across the room? Get it over here.
Katana?
I don't know. I've never played the game except for like one time in a cidercade.
-2.
I still haven't been to Cidercade. It pisses me off.
They're good. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
I know. Me and my wife keep talking about it. Let's go to Cidercade. Let's go to Cidercade. And then we do all this other extravagant shit and don't go to Cidercade.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that I spent the weekend with cows?
No.
Oh?
Yeah, so for our 20th anniversary, we went to, I forget what it's called, but it's this ranch out in McGregor, Texas. I think it's Blue Hills Ranch or some shit. And they got all kinds of animals. They got cows out there, giraffe, emus, whole bunch of deer. They all come up to you. You feed them, just staying in a little tiny home, and they literally walk up to your door.
Oh, wow.
They got camels, bison, donkeys, horses, everything. Yeah, so we wake up every morning, and there was all the animals that have names, that are old enough to have names, they are named after Disney characters.
Nice.
So Elsa the cow was always sitting at our back door when we opened the curtains. And she would let us know that she was there every morning.
Cow moves loud as shit.
Yeah. And then when we didn't want to come to the back door, she would go up to the front door and actually start knocking.
Oh my fucking god.
Hmm.
They're like dogs, man.
They are. Elsa was, when we got checked into the place, Elsa was literally sitting at the back door like, I saw you. You're here. Hey, come feed me.
I know you're gonna give me an apple. I know it.
And I got to feed a baby kangaroo.
Nice.
Got to bottle feed a baby kangaroo. It was awesome. So. But yeah, I think we'll go to the art district, check out who's making weapons, where the weapons were, who actually made the weapons, and look around for just all around shady people.
Make me, all three of you can, investigation checks.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Mm-hmm.
Can't roll well, though. It's a 7.
That's an 11.
No.
7! 11!
I've only had 2 good rolls since we started rolling.
Well, to be fair, we haven't rolled for much, but...
I have rolled 6 times.
Yeah.
And 4 of the 6 rolls have been a 2 or a 3.
Give me a second. I'm just waiting for the page to reload.
Okay, I was about to say we lost you for a second.
Yep, that's a
He
14.
fucking shot Matt!
Okay.
No, I'm back. I didn't get shot, I swear.
Oh my god, I can sometimes still hear him.
I can't.
Stop telling people I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm the only person that gets shot around here. because I'm black.
Oh my god.
God. Good lord. Anyways.
Matt, I need a lawyer.
Oh my
I
god.
am not bored in your state.
He's in New
So,
Mexico half the time.
I'll
I'm
get
not
shot
bored
over
in
there.
that state either. Just don't get shot.
Yeah, it's a everyday threat.
Well, stop it.
I can't stop being black.
No, stop getting shot at just generally.
Okay, let me tell them to stop shooting black people.
My
Okay,
thought
good.
was, well, Michael Jackson did it.
Mike,
No,
Try
no,
hard.
no.
So
I like my
sorry.
nose. I like my nose, and I
So
don't actually
At
want to
what
change my
cost?
skin color. Huh?
I said, at what cost, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going insane. Yeah.
Well,
Watch it,
I
Dick.
don't. There's a lot more stuff coming out now that Diddy's in jail. That
Yeah.
he had something to do
Did he
with.
do it?
Yeah, Diddy had something to do with Michael Jackson's death.
Isn't he the guy
yeah,
who
but he's the
Eminem
devil.
paid to kill Tupac?
Yeah.
He essentially admitted it.
Oh.
Like, everything
Well,
but outright saying, I hired someone to... We'll get into, like, the whole gangster rappers stuff another time, but Diddy was, like, a nerd who got way too deep into wanting to actually be a gangster.
Yikes.
He's not a nerd that got way too deep into being a gangster. His dad literally hung out with Frank Lucas.
Yeah, but he wasn't one. Like him, Tupac, Biggie...
Yeah, but that's who he was
early rappers
raised
were-
by.
True. So he was like the most gangster, but I don't think he actually expected someone to kill him. He was just trying to act
Yeah,
cool,
but-
and then they did, and he was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, but he learned everything everything he knows. He learned from his dad, who learned from Frank Lucas. So,
True.
and Diddy was responsible for Tupac and Biggie getting killed, possibly Aaliyah.
Allegedly. Probably.
Then yeah. Oh, did he do it? He did all of it. This is what happens when my wife calls. Everything just starts going chaotic.
I was about to say, who is that?
Also, I do have to pop off because it's not the rolls are
Yeah,
up anyway. So
Because it seems like
out.
a good place to stop. Unless you guys want to do any last minute stuff.
No,
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
my
get
wife keeps calling me.
I didn't
Okay.
get to kill anyone.
Sorry. Look, it's coming. I promise.
I will.
It's you guys are gonna kill so many people.
If there's a look, just set me up in a watchtower to where
Yeah.
no one can touch me or see me or shoot me. It is a silent, invisible projectile being shot by someone who is disadvantaged to be seen. And who, even if you can see him, you see 3 of him.
Sneak attack 3 times over.
Unfortunately, it's only once per round.
Oh, that's what I'm. Listen.
Or actually, it's only once per turn.
Okay,
But
getting advantage 3 times over. That's what I meant.
yes, yeah.
I say I didn't think we'd. I don't know why I didn't think that you would follow Wade to his apartment, but I didn't think we would. I don't know why.
The invitation was out there.
Yeah, I had a better description of his place somewhere, but I didn't find it in time, so sorry for all the ums.
Oh no, it was good. Honestly, I don't think Carolina really would have paid too much attention to it. She got
Yeah, probably
invited to
not.
Wade's house.
Probably not, yeah. And it's a nice place. It's, he basically has 0 bills and gets paid an absurd amount for, his rank and time in service. And then, Henry probably slips money into his bank account that he refuses to let Wade refund because Henry makes like $50K a year and also has virtually no bills. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, no
Um,
trouble.
I promise you guys will get to kill people next time, probably. I did have people planning for you to
Hooray!
murder. We haven't murdered anyone in so long, I feel like.
It has
Yes.
been so long.
We'll get to the murderings on Monday.
I think the last person you guys killed was fucking Katrina. If I
That's
remember
crazy.
correctly. That was actual months ago.
It was Katrina or Carl?
Oh.
I think it was Katrina, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be Katrina. Wow. Yeah, y'all need to do some murder. A lot.
Murder Monday.
Yeah, but I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you. Bye, Craig.
In all the old
Bye,
familiar
Craig.
place.
Bye, guys.
Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.